Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Kati and today we are 1 week in June, so I want to give you an update on my one book June setup. And because I want to show you how it all went, I put this setup back in the situation that it was 1 week before when I showed you how I ended up in this setup. So if you didn't watch last week's video and you are curious, this is my Smithson, that's an British English brand. So my Smithson pocket rings, they call it, I don't know how to pronounce it, I want to say it Bijon cover. And this is, well, this is a bit bigger, like we are talking like millimeters. This is a bit bigger than most of pocket rings on the market, like normal size, but here is a Passport TN for comparison. So this is not a lot bigger than a Passport TN. So I'm loving this because I love the Passport TN, so this is also one of my loves now. Well, I have been in this little over a week and I'm already saying that I love this. And I always thought that I'm not going to be in pocket size. But well, I explain, I show you. So this was my setup 1 week back. And you already saw when I opened it, it's like a bit of a mess. So first, what started irritate me was this pen situation here. So I have put my Kaweco from this pen clip here and I had to open it like this. And then I was writing, but then I was thinking, and I would like to put my cap on for the time of thinking so that my ink wouldn't dry out, because I use pigment and permanent, well, not permanent, like how they call it. I think they call it a pigment ink, but you know, those like tougher inks. So these dry out quicker than other kind of inks because it's also a bit dry. So this started to irritate me and I was like, okay, what solution could I have? I was using, this is a Filofax mini rings cover, and I was using this prior to this. So I had made this, I call this the Moterm type of pen loop. If you know who came up with this pen loop solution before, please let me know. But as far as I have seen them first on Moterm, so that's why I call it like that. But this is not from Moterm, I did it myself from elastic. But I was thinking this wouldn't work because, as you can see, these straps are very different sizes, but I was desperate. I was like, okay, I will try. Sorry about the lighting, but I'm seeing very dark clouds in the horizon and I just lost the sun, so I don't know if we get some rain even. I try to keep the lighting situation okay. So I don't like this here. And that's why this is very tough to get off, so that's why I didn't take it off every time I was writing. So this is the pen loop, but then I tried, so I realized that if I put this that I had made for the pen on the strap, it would be actually pretty perfect. It's a bit loose, but it works now. I don't know, I haven't been inspired to make a new one. So if I take the pen clip off, this is actually pretty perfect. So this is the right size, but this is a bit loose. So I maybe have to take the time and make a new one, but it works for the time being, because now again I can just take my pen off and I can again enjoy this and write, put the cap on and lose my pen somewhere on the table. But yeah. So this works now again and I'm loving it. Then when I had this solution, I was a little getting irritated by the other pens here, because I had this highlighter only hanging from this cover. This is my Nolty planner here, And this started to irritate me because it's not a pen loop. And then also this, I'm not enjoying this pen loop. This is in the Nolty back cover. I prefer the one that was on my Midori mini pocket diary, but this goes, it goes. I don't know why I don't enjoy it. If it's too big or the material, I don't know. But then I had this pen also clipped here, so then it keeps the book shut. So when I open this and I want to go here, I have to first open this, and I don't know, it just started to irritate me. And I was thinking about the solution. So I was watching some videos and thinking about it, and okay, I was thinking also buying a new cover, but we talk about that later in this video. So I was thinking, and then I don't know, I don't even remember how I came to that idea, but somehow I was messing around and I was thinking to, if I would change the cover upside down, but then the pen loop would be like here on the bottom, so that wouldn't be a nice solution. Or I was just messing around, and then for some reason I came up with this idea. So I took one of these Travelers Company passport size elastics that you can use to have, how do they call it? But to have many notebooks in this cover, because it has only one elastic. So I put this around the cover here, and then I put my front cover back, and then I put this like this. I chose the black because this cover has a bit black, so I thought it would match better than the brown one. And look, when I come here, I can flip from the front, because that also started to irritate me to flip from the back, because I'm not used to it. So I just like to come to my book as I have planned it or made it. So then the pen solution. I have here a pen loop, but I tried, and if I put a pen here, I have problem closing this planner. So then I decided that I will just keep having this pen here, but just put it from the clip here. This leather, I don't know how long it will hold up, but I will look if I have I'm searching for the pen that came with this cover. We'll see if I can find it. I found it. So this is the pen that came with this cover, and you can see it's very tiny in diameter. I just try to come up with words to make sense here. Bear with me, please. English is not my mother tongue or even my second language or anything. So this has a lead, and it's a very thick one. So I think it's like 1 millimeter or something. So this is even tight for this pen. Oh my. So yeah. It's even tight for this one, so no wonder that I can't fit anything in there. Now it's rolling around. Yeah, it doesn't have anything to stop it from rolling. Okay. So I decided to mess up this pen loop or how do you call it? Pen pocket, and use this here. So then when I open my book, I can straightly go here and I don't need to first unclip my pen. So I love that. So then I had to find a solution for this. And I was trying here, which I don't like, and here, which I didn't like, because this will get an indentation immediately. So I will mess up this cover. And then I realized the solution. I will put this And I'm happy that I don't have to use this pen loop now, because I had a solution for it without that. So I keep my Mildliner here. Because I don't even use this top ring, because I have, as you see, I have mini size inserts in my pocket rings. So I can put the Mildliner here, and that is actually perfect, because I was first thinking to put this here, but then it's like metal, 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 and that's not a good end result. So, but this plastic pen I can put here between these metals. And now this book, what's wrong here? Let's see. Let's put everybody in place. So now this book closes a bit better, because the Mildliner has a space here. So it just works. And now this Kaweco can go here, and this has a place here. So it closes better with this. And now when I open it, ta-da! I have all my front covers, and it's a small thing, but it's enjoyable. And also these inserts don't get stuck with whatever the previous solution was. So when I open it, everything is like nicely there. And my pens are evenly out here. And this is now what I try for now. And I can have here now, because this book is this way around, I get easily to these pockets, which is nice. Maybe I could even put this here. Oh, no, I have these sticky notes, then it doesn't work. Okay, I have to, no, now I started to mess up with this. I keep this, I put this here. Okay, now. So I get easily to these pockets. Then I have this here, but I haven't yet used it. It's a bit unnecessary, but I was thinking if I would use a blank sheet, and then I would like to have, no, here is one left. No, I have used all my blank sheets because I enjoy those. So I would use it underneath, but I don't mind about writing straight. So let's put this away for a while and look if I will miss it for some weird reason. So this is my planner, my brain dump and weekly plan, task lists, project notes, everything like that. And here is my health tracker, and this is my one book June setup, and this is the current situation. I don't enjoy this black here so much, but I haven't come up yet with well, I was thinking, but then I lose the pocket again. Of course there can be different kind of solutions. Maybe this is, I just need to find something that works, and maybe we can go with that sentence to talk about other pocket covers, because I can admit that I have been looking around on the internet and looking for a perfect solution, and I can show you what that madness looks like on paper, because it's always good to think on paper, because that helps to find solutions and that helps to get some free space in your mind. For me it helps if I write things down, and what also helps is like going for a walk and think about things there. So this is how it looks now. I have been drawing different solutions and measurements, and so I have been looking at the vendor spec covers. I have checked the Smithson options, but it's no solution if I buy a second one of these. And then I have looked what Gilio has to offer, and then I have looked what Moterm has to offer, and a bit I have been planning about how my VDS custom would look like, but I'm scared that that would be so expensive. and I think I would never get it perfect, and then I don't know if it's worth the money. But I'm asking you now because I know there are a lot of small makers, so if you know a ring cover maker, how do you call it, that you love, that you have tried, that maybe even makes custom, or I don't know, but if you have something to suggest me, yes, and of course I have checked that Filofax, but Filofax doesn't bring anything to the table in this situation, because I like pen loops, I like to have a working system, and what is making this a bit difficult is that I want to keep my Hobonichi A6 Weekly. This isn't quite A6 size, it's a bit smaller, it's 14 centimeters, so most of the pocket ring covers that I have found are 14.1. So if I would put this in the pockets, if they would have a secretarial pocket, it would come out here on top. And why would I want that if I now have a cover, because this is 14.5, where my weekly fits perfectly. Only options that I have found that would fit my weekly is the VDS Touch Me line, because that's 14.8 in height. So there it would fit also, but the custom is again 14.1, Chilio is 14, mode term 14.3, I don't think that's enough. Then they have the Versa 3.0, which can even fit an A6. This is again huge. So I think the cover would be too big again, and because it has a rings insert in the cover, so then it's like leather, and I think because it's like a separate rings binder in a rings leather cover, so I think it would be very heavy, very bulky, and I don't know if I would, with this extra ring binder, if I would fit my books here, even though it fits A6. And then because it fits A6, I think it would be like too big and my books would be floating around, and I decided against this. Well, Moterm has become a perfect Chilio dupe, because also they are now running out of stock and only have a few options, if any, in size or in colors. So even if I would like to try this out, I'm very limited in the colors that they are having now in stock. It's about 111 euros. So it's an expensive trial, and I'm afraid that then I would jump over my comfort zone and it would become too big, and then I don't enjoy it again, and I'm trying now really hard to not buy anything if it's not perfect, and I try to enjoy this. Now it's again a bit more enjoyable because I have the pen loop solutions working, and so maybe I just need to now concentrate on my 2025 lineup solution with my planners if I want to surf on the interwebs. But if you have any suggestions for nice pocket rings options, please let me know down below in the comments. And what about you? Are you trying one book June, or are you waiting for one book July, or are you always in one book, or do you think that's impossible, as I was thinking a few weeks back still? If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below, and thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day. I hope to see you down below in the comments and in my next video. Bye bye.